And good evening. We want to welcome everybody to the 2023 Honaker Christmas Parade, coming to you from downtown in Honaker. My name is Josh Barrett. I'm with the Honaker Christmas Parade Committee. I'm waving at you. And we want to thank ARC TV for coming out and filming this for us and helping us with the broadcast tonight. Parade's moving down Route 80. One thing we did a little different this year is we're actually doing our parade route backwards. There was a lot of reasons to do it, but we're giving this a shot, and hopefully it'll work out pretty well. We see our Honaker Town Police starting to come towards us here. We've got a great crowd out. I came down here to where we're filming at here, and we've got a big crowd and a lot of people out, a lot of people enjoying the evening. It's perfect weather for this. We thank everyone for coming out and thank all of you for joining us. And looks like we've got a temperature of about 49 degrees at 7:30 on a November night. That's pretty good weather. And as I said, here is our first vehicle. It's Honaker Town Police. Be Chief Brandon Castle in that one. We've got some Christmas music going in the background here. Chief Castle and his wife Courtney and their kids. Chief Castle's daughter. Got some more police cars coming through here in our parade. Like I said, just perfect weather. We had a little shower earlier, but luckily the rain is holding off. We want to thank our town council, all of our parade committee members, while we've got just a moment here, for helping to support the parade and helping to put it on and organize everything. Valerie and Cindy and Gail and everyone at the town hall that worked very hard for this parade. I know normally we hear Miss Ann Taylor as the voice of the parade, but I'll tell you where she's at here a little later. Looks like this vehicle is with the Russell County Sheriff's Office. Looks like we have our sheriff, Bill Watson. And Sheriff-elect Bill Watson. Thank Modern Chevrolet for letting us use their lot again. We had a lot of beautiful floats in this year's parade. A lot of great entries that we'll tell you about as they come through. Looks like we have another police car. with the Russell County Sheriff's Office. This is our 25th annual parade. Our theme this year was a hometown Christmas. We had our tree lighting event this past Saturday on the 18th. That was a new event for us. We had a lot of music and some vendors downtown. We got to have cookies with Santa, milk and cookies. That was a fun event, and hopefully we'll get to continue that in the next year. See some of our crowd there. Always great to have everybody line the streets of Honaker for an event. I can hear somebody on their horn on their vehicle. I think we've got our characters coming up next. Yeah, right here we've got our cartoon characters coming up. We've got Mickey with it. We've got the Grinch. Several characters. We've got them coming up here. That's always very good for the kids, very popular with them. They always like to see their favorite cartoon characters come down and greet them and give them a big old hug. In years past, driving that side-by-side's been my job, to give them a little music to march by. We'd like to say thank you to Southwest Virginia Community College. They help us every year with the characters, and they always come through, and this year it was their drama club. It's like we've got Paw Patrol and Goofy. We've got Blue. We've got a tiger, Frosty the Snowman, the Grinch, Mickey Mouse, Daisy Duck, Donald Duck, and my wife Mandy, who's always responsible for organizing the characters. New Garden Rescue Squad coming up here yelling Merry Christmas on their bullhorn. Merry Christmas to you, New Garden. Next, we've got the Honaker Fire Department truck. There's our fire chief. Next, we have our parade grand marshals, Jim and Ann Taylor. That's where Ann is at this year. They are our parade grand marshals. They've put in so many years with this parade and so many things in Honaker. It's good to see them, and congratulations. Right behind them, it's only fitting, there's Jimmy's trailer, there's Jimmy's tractor. Pulling the trailer along behind it, giving out stuffed animals for all the kids with First Baptist Church. There's their pastor. and several members of their church. It's good to see them and glad to have them with us. There's the First Baptist Church bus. Here comes our band. We have a combined band. The Honaker band, the Lebanon band, and the Castlewood band have all practiced together. Looks like Castlewood's leading us out in front here as part of that group. Bands always make the parade go. And we do thank all of our bands for participating. We had several this year. This is the Honaker, Lebanon, and Castlewood band. Let's hear them. Here we have the Honaker Tiger Marching Band trailer. It's like we've got to stop. Still hear the combined Russell County band. Now we're moving. There's a puppy dog. Merry Christmas, puppy. We've got the Lebanon High School Marching Band trailer. And we're starting with some of our floats. This is the New People's Bank float. We've got several employees of New People's Bank riding it. They're also in their 25th year. Congratulations to them. Happy to have them as part of our community. They are our parade marshals this year. Several people riding the float there. Several family members of employees that work for the bank. And again, congratulations on your 25th year. So we have a decorated Jeep. Here we have a float from Innovative Worship Center of Richlands, Virginia. See their service times there. This is also always very popular with crowds. It's the Trash Can Drum Group. Thank them for joining us this year. Have another church float coming up here. Have a nativity scene. It looks like part of the resurrection as well. And I'm sorry I don't see a name for that church. Looks like we've got the National FFA for Honaker. FFA Club from the Honaker High School coming up on their float. They were the winners of the non-commercial float competition, so congratulations to them. Here comes another float. It's like another homemade float, part of Appalachian Agency for Senior Citizens. And they won second place. Here comes the Buchanan County Marching Band. This is a combined band from all the high schools in Buchanan County. Thank them for being a part of our parade this evening as well. Looks like we've got another church group and a float coming up. We got Spring City Baptist Church coming up. They were second place in our church float competition. Thank you to Spring City Baptist Church for bringing us some candy through the window. Thank them again for joining us. They got a bubble machine on the back of their float. They brought us some more candy through the window. Thank you again. It's like we've got another church group. They threw us their final piece of candy. Here's the Honaker Volunteer Fire Department fire truck. I always thank our fire departments for being part of our Christmas parade and just part of our community. We would be in a bad place without them. Another Honaker Volunteer Fire Department truck. Here comes a truck from Quality Paving. Got several from Quality Paving coming through here. Merry Christmas to them and thank them for joining us this evening. Here we have another Honaker Volunteer Fire Department truck. And we also have a Cedar Bluff Volunteer Fire Department truck. Here comes a cruiser from the Virginia State Police, it would appear. Nope, I'm sorry, that's Cedar Bluff. I couldn't see through the light, I'm sorry. Immediately behind them is the Richlands Blue Tornado Band. Richlands, Virginia. Thank them for joining us as well. As their band gets a little closer, we'll listen to them for just a second. Looks like they're all dressed as elves. Again, we want to thank them for participating in our parade and coming out to join us tonight. Richlands has always had a great band. Coming up behind them, looks like we have another homemade float. For the Relay for Life. It's a great organization that does a lot of great work. Got a side-by-side behind them. Looks like we've got the Russell County Career and Technical Center, FFA. They got third place in the non-commercial float competition today. Congratulations to them. Behind them, we've got the Cleveland Life Saving Crew Junior Squad. Full of energy. Cleveland Life Saving Crew behind them. Looks like we've got the Grinch. It's like they're having an ATV raffle. If you're interested in that, reach out to them about it. It's like it's being given away on January the 1st. Cleveland Life Saving Crew ambulance behind them. Behind them, looks like we've got a homemade float. Pioneer Counseling Center. Thank them for being with us today. Little Nightmare Before Christmas looks like. Got another church float behind them. This one's from Bethany Baptist Church. They're taking the church with them. Thank them for being with us today. And got some more floats coming up. It's like this one is with the anchor at Souls Harbor. Appreciate them coming out and joining us today. Built a boat. Nice float. Thank you all for coming. Got another homemade float coming up. It's from Boyd's Collision, and they are the winners of the commercial float division for our float competition. Congratulations to them, and thank you all for coming. One of our many classic cars in the parade today. Now we've got the Ridgeview High School Marching Band from Dickinson County, Virginia. Thank you all for coming out and joining us. Listen to them for a moment. Maybe they'll play here again. One of the trucks from the Ridgeview Band. Thank them for joining us tonight. Coming our direction's another float. This is one of our prefab floats, sponsored by businesses in and around Honaker. This one's sponsored by Honeybee's Ice Cream Parlor and Steve Ball DDS. Several of the employees from Steve Ball DDS on there. Thank them for joining us today. We got another one of our prefab floats. This one's sponsored by Fastmart and Halo Promotions. Thank them for joining us tonight. Several employees from the Bolero down there. We thank them. Got another homemade float coming up here. I'm looking for a name on it. We thank you all for joining us. I'm sorry I don't see a name to Girl Scouts. Another homemade float coming down through here towards us. This one is from Valley View Free Will Baptist Church, and they got third place in our church float competition. Congratulations to you all. Thank you for joining us. Got an ambulance from Lebanon Life Saving Crew. Another ambulance from Lebanon Life Saving Crew. Got an ambulance from Davenport Life Saving Crew. Thank you all for joining us. Prater Fire and Rescue out of Buchanan County. Thank you all for joining us. Looks like we've got another decorated dump truck coming through here from Topher Paving out of Hurley, Virginia. Thank you all for joining us, making the trip. It's like Santa Claus flew into the back of that one. Got another rescue vehicle from Council Volunteer Fire Department just over the mountain. Another fire truck from Council Volunteer Fire Department. Merry Christmas to you guys, and thank you for joining us. And one more fire truck from Council Volunteer Fire Department. Thank you again. Looks like we got another float coming up right behind them. This is one of our prefab floats, sponsored by local businesses from around our community. This one is sponsored by the Honaker Lions Club. We've got some of the cheerleaders from the Honaker Elementary School on their float. Thank you all for being with us and joining us tonight. Merry Christmas, Stars 2023. Looks like that's from the Star Project, located on Swords Creek. They do a lot of great work in our community. Got a truck coming through here. Another one of our cars that was entered in our parade. Mr. Donnie Dye. Another truck that was entered in. Red Mustang, nice looking vehicle. Several community members entering their vehicles this year. Looks like we've got a homemade float coming up here. This is from Combs Lawn Care. Thank you all for coming out and joining us. Got a side-by-side. Side-by-side looks great. I don't see a Southern Gap Outdoor Adventure. They were the winners of our side-by-side float competition this year. Or side-by-side decoration competition. I'm sorry. Another side-by-side coming through here. Looks like we got the Grinch driving that one. Another side-by-side following in behind that one. All kinds of, it's like Christmas candy and cakes and cupcakes and stuff on it. I'm sorry I didn't see a name on it. Got another prefab float coming up here. This float was sponsored by Savita Health. See several employees and family members of employees of Savita Health. Thank you all for joining us and being with us tonight. We've got Extension Master Gardeners of Russell County. Got another float coming up towards us here. It's not a float, it's a decorated truck. It's like we got an elf riding on the front of that one. Chantel, Cable and Broadband. Thank you all for joining us. We got Toys for Tots following in behind them. Got a tractor truck from H&H. And we'll call this one a float. This one's from Carter Caterpillar Rental. Got a Christmas tree on it. Thank them for joining us. That's a neat looking float. They got third place in our float competition. Here we've got Skate World. They got second place in our commercial float competition, and they're skating all the way here. I bet they're glad that we went downhill this year instead of up with our parade route. Got some other vehicles and fun stuff coming up here. We've still not seen the star of the show, and that's Santa Claus, but he'll be up here in a little bit. We've got Bradley E. Crider Incorporated of Castlewood, Virginia. Another one of their vehicles joining us this evening. Thank you all for coming out. Merry Christmas, you guys, and thank you all again. Looks like we've got Woody's Classic Automotive coming in behind them. Got on their beauty pageant crowns. And I'm sorry I can't see the names. I do apologize. We've got Dillon and Company. Following behind them, we've got another one of our prefab floats, sponsored by another local community business. It's like this one sponsored by Clico and the Bank of Honaker. Merry Christmas, you guys. Thank you all for your support. Tossing us some candy. Got another side-by-side following in behind them. Outdoor Country of Cedar Bluff. Thank you all for coming out this evening. Got another Decorated side-by-side. Thank you guys for joining us as well. Another side-by-side following them behind them. I believe we've got a name on that one. We did not. I do apologize. Got another float following in behind them. Merry Christmas to you all. Appalachian Nights. And we've got a stretch limo coming through downtown Honaker. That's pretty neat to see with or without Christmas lights. Got another one of our community organization or business sponsored floats. This one's McNulty's Heating and Air and Honaker Redbud Festival. Merry Christmas to you guys. Thank you all for joining us and being with us. Here comes Southwest Virginia Community College, located in Richlands, Virginia. Thank them for being a sponsor of our event and for coming out and joining us tonight. Several students, and we've got the president of the college, Dr. Tommy Wright, there on the float. Thank you all for coming out and joining us. We've got a Jeep decorated by Pizza Plus of Honaker. Here comes 4 County Transit. They are always very good to help us with shuttle drop-off and pick up for our parade and hauling people where they need to be, and we thank them so much for their support. Merry Christmas to you all, and thank you for coming and joining us. Following behind them, we have the Honaker High School 2023 Homecoming Queen, Abby Farmer. Got another car or truck entered in behind them. Merry Christmas to you guys. Here comes the Pizza Plus man. I believe his name's Pepe. We've got the 2023 Miss Guest River Rally Estella. Sponsored by Auto Energy of Lebanon. Got another one of our big trucks coming through here. Looks like it's from R&D Brothers Trucking. Thank you all for joining us. And behind them, we've got a vehicle from the Honaker Town Florist located here in Honaker. Thank you all for joining us, and Merry Christmas. Got a decorated side-by-side with Santa Claus on top. It's like Skate World skating back. Got another entered truck. I love seeing that truck. It's always decorated different no matter where it's at. I don't see a name on it. Right here we've got Miss Honaker High School 2023, Alexis Maxfield. Couple more classic cars that were entered in. Thank you all for joining us and being with us tonight. We got a 1971 Chevy truck owned by Eddie Lockhart. Thank you for joining us. Another big truck coming up here. This one's from Kaiser Trucking, Rosedale, Virginia. Looks like they've got several members of the Honaker High School football champs. District champions this year. Merry Christmas, you guys. Got another sports team. I'm sorry I couldn't read your sign as it went by. Merry Christmas. Another family on a side-by-side. Merry Christmas, you guys. Merry Christmas to you all. Coming up behind them, we got a van from Swords Creek Community Baptist Church, Swords Creek, Virginia. Always good to have you guys with us, and Merry Christmas. Several more vehicles following in behind that. Looks like a float coming down through here. Here we go. Now our float's coming to us. Another, it looks like a homemade float. This is Swords Creek Community Baptist Church's float. Merry Christmas to them, and congratulations, they won the church float competition this year. Got a horse, and congratulations, you guys. Merry Christmas. Thank you for coming out. Looks like we have a spectator that has entered the parade. Merry Christmas to you. Looks like we've got some people coming up through here now. Merry Christmas to you. Bible Way Christmas. Looks like that's from Bible Way Church. Merry Christmas to you, and thank you for coming. Couple vehicles falling in behind them. We got Highside Tavern from Raven, Virginia. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for joining us. Got another one of our community-sponsored floats in behind them. And it's Santa Claus. Santa Claus has came to Honaker. Merry Christmas, Santa. Got some horses following in behind them. Again, we say thank you to everyone who joined us this year, everyone who came out. Merry Christmas to you all. We appreciate you all coming out and joining us. Our horse trailers falling in behind. Again, we thank ARC TV for coming out here and filming our parade for us and helping us with this. And we thank all of our spectators who came out and watched the parade. We thank our parade committee for putting the parade on, their town council, Mayor Jody Eaton. Thank you to all the town hall workers, everyone who had a part in this. We thank you so much. There goes our mayor and our town hall workers. Merry Christmas to you guys. Thank you all again. We hope to see you next year.